Delilah. Yeah, I remember that.
Right. When he came down there, oh my goodness, to Virginia Beach, he was the most talented person I have ever worked with. He opened his mouth and just this huge sound came out, and all the people in Blackstreet and Teddy, everybody just, their mouths dropped the minute he opened his and started singing, because he's ridiculously gifted and a very nice person. We all went to eat together and just amazing.
Yeah, he is.
And
still
so,
to
yes,
this day,
I have a whole other
amazing.
respect for him.
Yeah, he's still
real talent.
He's still exceptionally relevant today, and all those folks. I mean, that was an amazing time, especially with Teddy was working with, like you said, everybody from Michael to you name it. You know, he started off with his uncle, and he found his own voice, and really just changed music. Actually, I would say that he really was probably one of the biggest influential producers of the 90s. So that's a really good learning ground for you. I could imagine just some of the things that came about with all that. One of my good friends, Jonathan Butler, he produced some of Jonathan Butler's albums. That one of my favorite albums by Jonathan, actually. So.
Oh, Teddy did?
Yeah.
When?
This was.
Do you know when?
I think it was like the late 80s, like 87, 88, somewhere around there.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He I don't know where, if you were working with him at the time, but he was. He was.
No, I was with him in the mid 90s.
Okay.
But
yeah, this was early on.
Because
this was early on when he was doing Guy, and he was doing, like you said,
right,
all that
wow.
early stuff.
Yeah, Jonathan Butler was on Jive, I think, right?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's kind of a blur for me.
That's like I was in college still at that time, and I remember that. I mean, I kind of knew those people. But wow.
Yeah, when they were trying to take Jonathan from being a jazz kind of icon to being a pop R&B, they figured they give Teddy and him a relationship.
Teddy got the job.
Yeah. So he was and it was really cool stuff they were doing. So I mean, I can imagine. So in that all that crazy stuff, what was that camp like at that time? Because you were right in the heart of it all.
Yes. Well, it was, Teddy's a very nice person, and he had a family and a wife and kids, and so it was fairly stable, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was full of just great music, and the machine that you got, I think the Coke out of, or, the Coke machine played All I Want to Do Is Zoom, a Zoom, 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 and a Boom, Boom. When you put your money in. And
you had to clarify that, by the way.
For some reason, I really remember that, And then when the Fine Young Cannibals came down there, Teddy kind of was on his own time frame, because he was very creative, and in music you want to be inspired, and the Fine Young Cannibals were more punctual type people, and I remember we were supposed to start recording at 3 in the afternoon, and we got started at 3, but it wasn't 3 in the afternoon. And just because, things happen, you move, and it was his own studio, so we weren't on studio time. And when I went down there, they had 2 studios, Studio A and Studio B. And Studio B is where they put me to write. And I remember, I think it was Teddy and maybe his manager came in, and they found me behind the console. I was rewiring some things because they had, the speakers were reversed, and it was bugging me. So I was supposed to be writing, but I rewired the studio first.
Taking that engineering training from USC, right?
Yeah, well, you do what you have to do.
Yeah, right.
But it was really fun, and he's a great piano player, very musical, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Like I said, that would be definitely a good place to start. Your training and kind of getting. You just got thrown right into the mix of it all. Now, did you see yourself doing music, like you said, in the R&B, funk, kind of hip hop realm, New Jack Swing, kind of bring that back up, or it was because as you mentioned, you did your classical, your opera, and then you did some jazz. Was that an area that you really kind of, this is where I want to go, or is it something that you just kind of went with?
My biggest influences were, and I'm not alone in this, of course, Stevie Wonder and Earth, Wind and Fire and Al Green. And so I grew up with R&B music, and my dad was a drummer. He played jazz, but he played a lot of like Lionel Hampton records. So I had a lot of R&B growing up.
Yeah, big band too. Sounds good.
Yeah, and I answered an ad. This is a weird story from USC. I wanted to be a singer. I didn't really like opera, I hate to say, but I love that I have that training. And so I was looking for a group to sing with, and I answered an ad for a gospel group. But I didn't totally know what it was because I came from a small town in Kansas City. But anyway, I answered the ad, and they liked my singing, and it was an amazing group. This guy was the vocal coach for the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, Natalie Cole, and they discovered that I could basically imitate anything they sang me. And the next thing I know, I'm up working with Hal Davis, like I'm 17 or 18 years old, and Hal Davis produced all the Michael Jackson hits. Yeah. And really, that was the start of my, career. That gave me the basis. I understood production, and really those people were really picky about vocals and getting them right and redoing and
hey Carol, hate to cut
you
you short here. We got the music coming in. That means we're going to go to a commercial break. This has been the Changing Stage radio show with Carol Dubach Takeover. We are powered by the Mighty WS Radio Networks. We'll be right back. Thanks, pitbullaudio.com.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business and your life with useful information from experts and thought leaders. WS Radio is radio with ROI.
You may have heard me brag about Progressive Medical Center and just how much they've helped me with my health. And Dr. Goley, one thing that you have helped so many people with is migraines.
Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of Americans who are suffering with migraines and headaches, and they're debilitating because it affects the quality of their life, and they cannot function properly. At Progressive, we get the root cause because we understand that migraines could be caused by nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, believe it or not, delayed food sensitivities. And once we determine what the real reason is, we put a plan of action together with medication that we get them off slowly, and we put them on an all-natural approach, and the results are amazing.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many people that can say they don't live their lives with migraines anymore thanks to Progressive Medical Center.
And that's what's exciting and rewarding to us as physicians, because we help our patients take control of their health, and that's why they're living well.
Why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today? Don't live in pain. Don't have migraines anymore. Just go to their website, progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.
In the military, things can change in an instant. At Navy Mutual Aid Association, we understand because it's our life too. That's why our dedication to serving the life insurance needs of our military veterans and their families is unrivaled. Navy Mutual offers superior life insurance protection without military service restrictions and limitations. A single focus on providing the peace of mind military families are looking for. That's what we do. Navy Mutual, insuring those who serve. Call 800-628-6011 or go to NavyMutual.org.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com and the Wine and Dine Show on Vin Village Radio. Do you have a wine, event, product, or service to promote? Then contact VinVillage.com to reach thousands of wine lovers across the country. VinVillage connects like-minded wine enthusiasts with unique and exclusive wines, events, products, and services. To learn more, contact us on VinVillage.com. VinVillage is where wine lovers connect. Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
to The Changing Stage, music gear talk from the manufacturers and musicians who define the biz. Here's your host, Florentino Buenaventura.
Welcome back to the second segment of the Changing Stage radio show, powered by the mighty WS Radio Networks, the worldwide leader in Internet talk radio. And we are brought to you by SIR at SIR-USA.com. If you need gear when you go out on tour, they are the company to go to. In fact, I would imagine that when she goes out or in the studio, our guest, Carol Dubach, is using SIR. Carol, you back with us?
Hi, yes, I remember SIR.
Yeah.
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, since the 70s. They've been doing it for a long time, and they're getting stronger and stronger every day. So we appreciate them for being our sponsors, and definitely appreciate them for helping all these great bands get out on tour, which is probably the big thing right now. You're just getting out on tour, support the habit of wanting to make records, right? as things go
right,
today.
Exactly.